down in my notebook so I don't have to keep turning off my phone looking at the questions and all that. So it's a Q&A for teen parents. My friend had sent me these questions, so I just wrote them all down. And the first question is, how old were you when you first got pregnant? I was 18. Technically, before that, I had a miscarriage, but I was 18 when I got pregnant with Nevaeh. Second question, what was my career plan before I got pregnant? I was leaning towards like a nurse or a veterinarian. I'm gonna turn the page so I don't have to do it. Between a veterinarian or nurse. Third question is, what are my career plans now? I still kind of want to be a nurse or a veterinarian, but I'm kind of leaning towards like breeding my own animals, taking care of my own animals, outside of offices and everything. Of course, I would still have vets and all those people. Like if I was to get a horse when I move, I would still have vets and all that because I'm not trained to be a vet. I'm not doing that. But fourth question, were you or are you with the baby's father? Yes, I am still with him. We've been together for almost 3 years. In March 2018, I would be with him for 3 years. Okay. Number 5, do I live with my parents? Yes, I do still live with my mom. I've lived with her the whole time that I've been pregnant. Say a lot. But we're kind of leaning towards on where we want to move because as right now, I live in Florida. I still live with my mom. But I don't want to move out and start renting a place or owning a place if like my family is not going to be around. But you guys need to count how many times I say because it's really annoying. What the 6th question, I believe I should number these. What is the hardest part of being a teen mom aside from financial struggles? I put the hardest part of being a teen mom is not having our own place, which kind of ties in with that, but that's like the hardest thing for me, my fiance, is not having our own house and doing everything we want to do besides not having our own house because he has to work 2 jobs. As of right now, I don't have a job because I have really bad anxiety. But I believe question number 7, do you work? Just answered that. No, I don't work. 8th question, I don't know what number I'm on. I'm just gonna stop counting. Is how many friends do you have now compared to how many you had before? I kind of have 2 really close friends that have been there for me since before Ned was born. We've went through our struggles like everybody else has. I'm 19, so forgot what I was saying, but I'm 19, so it's kind of hard. But what was I saying? I have less friends than I have now than I did before, because before I got pregnant, I had a lot bigger, like a bigger circle of friends than I do now. just because I did have a kid and I can't go out, I can't do anything. I'm usually mostly in the house taking care of my kid. Next question is your family closer now because of your situation? It kind of is, because before, me and my family always did our own separate things, but now they're like, because it's their niece and grandchild, my family's a lot closer than we were before, because we always did our own thing. We didn't really communicate or talk. We just was doing our own thing. My brother had school, mom has work, sister had her group of friends, I had mine. So next question is, do you wish that you waited? And the next question, it's 2 in 1 question. Do I think other girls should be more careful? I personally think every girl and guy, not just girls, and guys should wait until they're financially stable to have a kid before having a kid. My situation, which I'm making a video about, is kind of like, we didn't choose. I was on birth control and prescriptions, whatever you want to call them, that they contradicted each other out. So I was left without birth control. Technically, if you want, you can look it up if I'm wrong. But that's a kind of hard question, because if I would have waited, I wouldn't have had a beautiful almost 8 months old daughter, and she's like my world. She keeps it all together when everything else is falling apart. So, especially when I don't have anybody to talk to, I have my kid. So that's like, because it wasn't up to us, kinda. But I should have asked people, my OB, the dentist, all of those people that gave me the antibiotics and birth control was on. I should have asked. That's why you have to make sure when you're taking birth control, or you have any kind of birth control, just make sure they don't cancel each other out. Because say you're 14 on birth control, then they can contradict each other. But I wouldn't have had her if it didn't happen, which I'm very grateful for. I love my daughter. Next question. Name one misconception people have of most teen moms. My hair is getting annoying. There's so many, but one that I would pick would be like, people I hear, because a lot of my friends I used to be friends with have had kids and have moved on with their lives, but like when I see Facebook statuses or Instagram posts, it's always kind of, not always, obviously, but most of the time I see people say, one misconception that most people have on teen moms is that they would never be able to amount to finish anything, whether it be school, getting a job, getting stuff done, being able to go out and do things out in public because they have a kid. Some people may think that's not right, but that's like the one that sticks out to me the most about teen parents. The next question is, do you think Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant glorifies teen parenthood? Somewhat, it kind of does, but it depends on your situation. Like, I say Chelsea from, I believe, 16 and Pregnant and Teen Mom. She didn't have, like, the amount of drama that most of the show did, which kind of, to me, makes that show seem really fake, because they were always having drama. And I mean, like, not everybody has that much drama with their kids, but some might. But to me, it just doesn't seem like it's realistic, kind of. That's just my opinion. The next question is, how has your body changed from pregnancy? The only thing that really changed with me was I have a lot more stretch marks, which, if you know me personally, I don't like them. Some people like their stretch marks, which proves that they've given birth to their kids or whatever reason. Not putting you down for that, but like that's like the most thing that changed from the pregnancy, except for obviously my stomach stretching. I think that's it. Next question is, do I plan on having more children, and when? I do have plan on having more children, probably after I move, probably after I get married, and I get everything together and I have a job and Nev's way older. I'll probably have another kid. So probably like 3 to 4 years, I'll have another kid. Next question, final question, is what is one thing you wish you knew before you got pregnant? Well, I pretty much knew everything, which is probably not true, but the one thing I wish I knew, which I kind of didn't know, because when I was babysitting, it was all kids 3 and up, was how much a baby cries when they're teething. Which doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but I already kind of knew everything else before having a kid. I do my research. I used to babysit, so that teething, she's not that bad with teething, but now that she's getting her 3rd tooth, which I am doing an update on her, hopefully soon, maybe today, as I put this video up. Her first 2 teeth, she didn't really cry. She never I can't speak. Never wants to leave my side, but her 3rd tooth coming in, it's like 1, 2, and then her 3rd one, because they're all coming in like a row. But that 3rd tooth, stressing. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you want me to do any other kind of questions and Q&As, just leave your questions down below and I'll answer them. I don't feel like this video was that good, but I hear Nev starting to wile up, so I'm gonna have to go and get her. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and keep watching, because I have more pranks coming. I have a lot more videos coming. I've planned them all out. And if you guys want to see anything else, just ask me and I'll get it done. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah. Thanks, guys.